Shame to see it go, but go if you're ever in need of spare coin.
Hey, Shodi. Those dreams of yours, they still getting to you?
I can deal with the dreams, for better or worse. What makes me sweat is the not knowing. What happens when I stand face to face with my God, and he reveals what he intends for me? What if it's not as I thought?
Yeah, I've had thoughts like that for a long time. Except now I'm worried about what he intends for the world.
Whatever it might be, at least we'll face it together.
Hunter or prey? So, it will be you, then. Then I owe you an apology. You do not recognize the Asnungata whale splitter. I cleared the jungles and seas alike of Ha! It's been years since I'm interested in. I warn you that I deal. You assume. Let's cut your teeth on clever Bena. Bena was seen traveling on an island. Deuce. Ask away, Hunter. I mistrust, but.
Do you seek companionship on your trip? We have many animals, Akira.
Akira, we meet again. There's always Facina. Archimer seems to enrage Akira. It could prove a touchstone for the Huana. It is important. I only to the epic. Nothing as dramatic as stories are all the story could the language. We could even Akira. Unfortunately, they think the tablet. Well, Akira.
I'm sure I have the perfect.
finished. Akira, I have waited a second lifetime.
There you are. I did not expect to wait so long for Riku's messenger. Or have you come?
Should you not be a dwarf? Akira, I have not met one before. Nor will. But you are here to take me away, are you not? I follow Magrin's way. Yet sickness took me before my time. I died alone, and without honors. The sickness. Day. I have been many things. Now, I can see nothing in this place of death, but, of course, some...
I've seen worse.
Have you found it? Akira, I hope. Yes. To think, a Mutaru of the Kahanga tribe. No, not so difficult. Take my body to the temple of... Burn my body there, so that it may be... You are a
Your face in a book while the beauty of the Deadfire passes you by.
A readied mind will be far more useful. When we face dragons, cultists, or vampires.
You are ready to face death. What of life, I say?
If you never experienced the pleasure in a good book... What's the pity?
You must be careful when sparring. See the scrap... Greetings. For what do you...
Is he going to do this every time?
The Cornet of Waves. It is a conch. The Queen gave it to me as thanks for my years of service. But it was a gift from the... It is unusual for a man of my standing to give truly. I dearly miss palace gossip. Come, what is it about? Not to worry. I'll take it with my... For what do you come to... Because it is safe.
Akira Takano.
I am misled if holding a shell is all it...
I keep it locked to generate, but Andres, that is the story anyway.
Keep quiet. I'll get it open. Got it. Sure. Nice and slow. Steady does it.
Dim in the lantern.
Yeah?
Hey. Hey. Of course.
you return.
Hold a moment. You may visit the Queen meets with trading company Viper. Mere words. You will find her in her... Whether the Queen will hear you...
While I am flattered by the esteemed Hazanui's confidence, I must wonder how my people are meant to have destroyed an entire colony overnight.
You tell us. It's no coincidence that your outpost at Port Mage survived.
You speak as if I could command the tides, while you are casting...
I say our guest forgets himself.
Brother, stand down. You are the one who mistakes my throne an interesting visitor in difficult times. You cannot be here to deliver a favor. Allow me to apologize. This one is a watcher blessed by Tangaloa. I suspect that many of our questions...
One of our busiest ports. Much of the food... I take it from your question that you are not here to enlighten us about Hasanga.
Ugh, I know this one. Her parlor tricks...
We assembled to discuss the darkening of Hasango, one of Rawata...
What's...
There's no sane explanation for what's been happening.
Does tilling the soils of the Eastern Reach...
Have you not heard the rumors, Karu? Anadrak...
Gantanichese. I'm acquainted with the Watcher of Cadnua from my assignments in Defiance Bay and Twin Elms.
Diverus?
I have seen things with her that are not even told in the most outlandish of sailors' tales.
And I'm supposed to take 2 Valians?
How came a watcher from half the world away to be involved in these happenings? Enlightened, the Lady of Doors must have tracking down a god who stands. My priests will trip over their feet to interpret his divine plan. How resourceful of you. The Isles are studded with it. I believe our course is set sail to the west of Nekataka. I would take something to add, Hazanui.
Only that Hasango is a Rawatayan outpost. It would be...
Ma'am.
Maya's an expert sailor and a better sharpshooter. Whatever comes your way.
If it gets me and Ashiza out of diplomat duty...
And shut us out entirely? We have every right to know of any...
Ah, Your Excellency. Ahmed Kongswalias.
That will be enough parading of champions for now. I'm certain that our guest knows how to... Akira, if you can stand the chatter...
Good thing I'm already accustomed to cramped quarters and temperamental birds.
We both have our orders. I have no interest in interfering with you.
I believe we are finished. Aren't we popular? Take care and take care.
I say it is beyond time. Let's see. While we have the chance.
I know exactly what you're thinking. You're asking yourself, how did I let the Royal Deadfire Company plant an informant in my crew? My superiors might expect me to report it. I'm in this for a lot of information, a little diplomacy, and plenty of target practice. Better that you hear it from me than someone else, right? The company isn't in the business of and you are a damn good reason. Take the compliment. This whole campaign is a risk. Rawatai is here to do some good work since the Huan. Then I look forward to seeing... Oh, guess you ought to meet the bird. Ishi is smarter than he looks, but... Ishi, come.
That's a good-looking bird. Hey, birdie.
Takes practice before... Did your friend suffer a head wound? Before we get into... You got a ship and a title. Being captain means more than just wearing a big hat. A lot of tough calls to be made. Well, a crew can be like, let's say your galley cook was fixing to organize the rest of the crew into a mutiny. How would you handle it? Terror is a kind of loyalty, as my first captain. Of course, the only right answer is the one that works in a given time. Mostly preemptive measures. We try to pull the weed, but enough about me. I've got some answers. Sure am. And I heard that you two spent some time. He came back from the Deerwood, used them to make an argument for our expansion into the north, and by the gods, did people ever listen. He lost some. You clearly had some sway on his opinions, more than I ever did. Wish you had told Kana to give up on the poetry. He's got no ear for it. If you want to hear a voice like a powder keg belting out Rowatayan, I do with bullets what Kana did with words. Just in case you— well, after they immigrated so they were on— even as we broke the same bread and tossed back the same wine, the Ranganui— it wasn't growing up in the Ranganui I spent my days learning to shoot. Well, I won a shooting competition. As a reward, he gave me the stink feathers here, kicked a rather— uh-oh. That's his—
Your coming is a favorable omen already. Akira, you happen by a time. It save your manners for my sister. Kohopa fashioned me. I will not paddle around the eye. You did not come this far to serve the crown. Nekataka is a city of— even my sister's advisors dine at the office here in Serpent's Crown. A helpful warning, Herald of Berith. Akira, to patch a hull or the city has honest work for those in need, I say. My sister keeps it tight. You have some knowledge of Nekat under our noses, I say. Do foreigners smuggle? How do they avoid the inspectors? Who is responsible? This cannot have gone unseen by all. Undercroft, a darker, more only Kaza and I are the mind. At least Delver's Row is a stable target. The crown has time to decide the next steps. I learned in the arena. For now, it is enough that I know where they bring in goods. What say? You hit upon my curiosity. Speak on. You are quick to come to the— if the black market will expend Delver's Row is safe, be sure that I do not regret. I had my suspicions. When it comes to the dignity of the guild, the crown can— Akira, and Onikaza and I both expect more from the guild. Akira, but at least you return to me in one piece. I say I would feel safe
if you're trying to flatter me, stop taking notes from my brother.
I cannot say that I desire to send you to worse. Akira, does the name Ukaizo mean anything to you? Akira, then the city Ukaizo was the home of the story or no? I do not share—
Please, speak on. If it looks—
should I leave this in the hands of someone I trust instead?
All the same, I'm not above a good faith gesture.
Our tribes are spread across many. To that end, I sent an expedition to Matario Kozi, one of the sanctuary islands. Naturally, I say, before you go—
that did seem—
the expedition. I have reason to believe they will— You forget yourself. We found this at the palace doorstep. One mystery heaped on it. I suspect to take care if you alight on Matario Kozi. Prepare yourself for a hard voyage north.
Don't mind me as I take down those
Do not leave me in suspense, if you have questions. Shortage. Are the Raparu not fed the leavings of the Kwaru and my sister would call this a test from the gods. But I am of a different mind. If you have more to say, I am not above listening. Akira, both topics I know well.
How may I help? What now? What now? Indeed. Kana ever get to meet Ishi?
Briefly, it didn't go well.
Really? Kana always seemed agreeable to me.
No, you weren't there for the White Flood. Ishi can purge his whole intestine at once if he's feeling ornery. Kana never wore that hat again.
See? Boss was right. We found it.
By the cursed seas, I'll throw you down there myself if you do not hush right
now. Of all the...
Keeping quiet.
Right.
I heard of mission lot in Leverkanais. Should you need refuge within Meamira's wind.
I say Beha did right leaving the gullet. She went and did her job.
Who's a good word?
I dare you to go inside.
No! Tangaloho will eat me!
You there! What are you doing? Muhai? Muhai has broken with Wahana. The Queen has forbade that any should... Muhai's spirit troubles you? A group of the Wapua came to seek what Muhai misled the hunt. The Queen would have us join our tribes into one raised fist. There are those who kill by sword. I say it was done for the good.
And I say your queen is a shrewd leader. You should consider yourselves fortunate.
So too did she act on her own. It is good of you to care. Come. Give me the body. You would defy the word of our queen? Muhai is dead.
Who says one's chance for...
Come. Give me the body. You are not of the Kahanga tribe. For what do you do this? Akira, outsider, have you no shame? You would defy the word of our queen? Come. Give me... You are not of the Kahanga tribe. For what? And I as well. You would defy the word of our queen? I will not spill more...
On it.
It is done. You have greater loyalty within you than those of my own blood. Ah, but I have not forgotten my promise. I will not. I will find.
Will do.
Ishi. Quiet time.
Trouble up ahead.
Lava, the old secret.
Let's go!